Ever since white settlers arrived in Australia more than 200 years ago, the indigenous people have been marginalised. Alcoholism, poverty, violence and poor healthcare means the life expectancy of Aboriginal people is now nearly 20 years less than white Australians. But I've arrived in the Northern Territory during a critical period in Aboriginal history. A recent government report has revealed that some Aboriginal settlements were rife with child abuse and suffering. A national emergency has been declared, and a powerful army-backed task force has descended on Aboriginal communities. So I've come here in the middle of a dust storm to meet the head of the task force, Major General Dave Chalmers.
This intervention is as a result of a study that was done into child abuse in remote communities. The intervention is primarily designed to protect children. There are many measures that we have to take, and these are measures to increase the level of policing in communities, to reduce the amount of alcohol that's coming into communities, to break the cycle of violence in communities.
The report said alcohol abuse was fueling widespread violence. So the task force is entering Aboriginal communities to restore law and order.
Government has tried many programs in the past to address some of these issues. I think the difference now is that for the first time, mainstream Australia has really understood that we have people living in third world conditions of poverty in Australia.
Can you understand why remote communities like this might feel a little bit intimidated, given the history of white and Aboriginal relationships, when you turn up in your combat fatigues? Can you understand how that's intimidating for them?
Sure, but I find that I'm not a scary guy, and most people, when I talk to them, well, then we get past that and get over that. I'd say, for example...
There's just shelter here, I think, between the cars, because the dust is going to start to get out of control. What do you say?
If you look about, you'll see that there are government officials from Department of Employment Workplace Relations, from Centrelink, our welfare organisation, from the Department of Education. So there's no army invasion.
After decades when the authorities left Aboriginal communities to run their own affairs, the government has now retaken command of dozens of settlements across the Northern Territory. Alcohol and pornography have been banned. The task force is even taking control of how Aboriginal people spend their benefit money.